Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Sangeeta Bhattacharjee bringing to you the headlines first. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to embark on a two-day visit to Indonesia, will attend 28th ASEAN-India Summit and East Asia Summit. Union Cabinet takes key decisions including approval of scheme for viability gap funding for development of battery energy storage systems. Arunachal Legislative Assembly passes Goods and Services Tax Bill 2023. Indefinite curfew reimposed in Imphal West and Imphal East with immediate effect from yesterday evening. And in US Open Tennis, India's Rohan Bopanna and Australian partner Matthew Ebden reach men's doubles semi-final. And now the details. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will embark upon a two-day visit to Indonesia from today to attend the 20th ASEAN-India Summit and 18th East Asia Summit. The two summits will be hosted in Jakarta by Indonesia, the current chair of ASEAN. Briefing the media in New Delhi yesterday evening, Secretary East Ministry of External Affairs Saurav Kumar said that the 20th ASEAN-India Summit is the first one after the elevation of India-ASEAN relationship to a comprehensive strategic partnership last year. He said during the summit, the Prime Minister will review the progress in ASEAN-India relations and provide them with further direction. The Secretary further added that during the summit, the Prime Minister and other leaders will discuss ways to further strengthen East Asia Summit mechanism as well as exchange views on matters of regional and international interests. The Union Cabinet today approved the scheme for viability gap funding for the development of battery energy storage systems, BESS. Briefing the media after the Cabinet meeting in New Delhi today, Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur said that the scheme envisages the development of 4,000 megawatt-hour of BESS projects by 2030-31 with a financial support of up to 40% of the capital cost as budgetary support. He said it has an initial outlay of about 9,400 crore rupees, including budgetary support of 3,760 crore rupees. The minister further added that the scheme is expected to bring down the cost of battery storage systems, increasing their viability. Thakur said that 85% of the BESS project capacity would go to DISCOMs, benefiting end consumers. He informed that the centre also approved 1,164 crore rupees as an additional fund requirement under the Industrial Development Scheme.
वो बैटरी एनर्जी स्टोरेज सिस्टम की स्थापना के लिए वायबिलिटी गैप फंडिंग की योजना की स्वीकृति की गई है और इसके ऊपर लगभग 3,760 करोड़ रुपए खर्च किए जाएंगे। बैटरी एनर्जी स्टोरेज सिस्टम के ऊपर वायबिलिटी गैप फंडिंग स्कीम को लाकर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग फैसिलिटीज, इसकी क्षमता को बढ़ाने का काम होगा और इसके ऊपर 3,760 करोड़ रुपए खर्च किए जाएंगे। ये 100% सेंट्रल ग्रांट रहेगी। अब इसके लाभ क्या होंगे? इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की डिमांड, जैसा आप जानते हैं, मौसम और दिन के अनुसार बदलती रहती है और इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का उत्पादन अगर मांग से अधिक होता है तो सोलर में आप उसको कैसे स्टोर करोगे? आपके पास अभी वो क्षमता देश में नहीं है। तो इसलिए एनर्जी स्टोरेज सिस्टम्स में उसको स्टोर किया जाए, तो उस क्षमता को बनाने के लिए इस योजना को लेकर आए हैं।
Ahead of the upcoming G20 summit, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar said that India has taken a special responsibility in changing the image of the world. The minister hoped that India's responsibility would be understood by the member states at the G20 meeting in Delhi. He further said that many countries in the world have already identified India as a developing country, with some countries identifying India as a rich democratic system. The minister further opined that diplomacy and international relations are hugely competitive issues.
Very important message for us is focus on the global south. But there is a larger context. The context is of a very turbulent global environment. You know, the impact of the COVID, impact of the Ukraine conflict, issues like debt which have carried on for some time, and by the way, you know, climate disruptions which are today affecting the economy as well.
Krishna Janmashtami, commemorating Lord Krishna's birth anniversary, is being observed today across the nation. It will be observed in some parts of the country tomorrow also. It may be mentioned that the festival holds great significance for devotees who observe fasts, offer prayers and decorate temples with lights and flowers. This is Lord Krishna's 5250th birth anniversary. He is believed to have been born on Ashtami Tithi of Krishna Paksha in the month of Bhadrapad. Arunachal Pradesh Goods and Services Tax Bill 2023 was passed today in its amended form during the monsoon session of the State Assembly, informed Arunachal Chief Minister Pema Khandu. Taking to his Twitter handle, Khandu stated that this is a significant step towards having a more efficient tax administration under the GST framework. He said this will have a positive impact on the state's economy and will also facilitate its integration into the national tax system. Khandu further added that the House also celebrated the success of Chandrayaan-3. Tripura Chief Minister Dr. Manik Saha attended to the grievances and issues raised by the common people in course of his weekly public interaction program Mukhyamantri Samipeshu today. Taking to his Twitter handle, Saha said that people from various parts of the state had participated in the program with a variety of issues. He further informed that he also directed the officials to address the concerns. Saha said that the program is aimed towards fulfilling the basic needs of the people and solving their problems. In an update from the violence-hit state of Manipur, indefinite curfew has been reimposed in the two districts of Imphal West and Imphal East with immediate effect from yesterday evening. District magistrates of the two districts have issued cancellation orders of the relaxation of curfew today and have reimposed indefinite curfew in the two districts in view of the developing law and order situation. However, movement of persons belonging to essential services, including health, electricity, petrol pumps, schools, colleges, municipality and functioning of courts have been exempted from the curfew. To and fro movement of flight passengers to airport shall be also exempted from the curfew. Meanwhile, the State Education Minister T.H. Vasant Kumar Singh said that online as well as physical classes for first, second and fifth semesters of the undergraduate courses in the government-aided colleges in the state will commence from today. Nagaland Chief Minister Nefurio attended the first Jhum Fair cum Food Fair, Checha Lecha, today at Chechema Village, Nagaland. The fair was organized by the Chechema Women's Organization. Speaking at the function, Chief Minister Nefurio acknowledged the women for the one-of-a-kind program showcasing the cultural diversity in food and tradition. He said that no matter how small the circle of women are, yet they create a difference in their own way. Chief Minister further encouraged the farmers to grow organic produce and avoid usage of fertilizers or pesticides. Rio also said that the Naga food and culture are slowly being adapted outside the state. Rio lauded the women's organization and urged the other tribes as well to follow suit. In a proud moment for Arunachal Pradesh, Chief Minister Pema Khandu informed that the state's indigenous items, including the handmade carpet, Wancho woodcraft and Adi Kekir ginger, have found mention in the GI products list. Taking to his Twitter handle, Khandu further informed that 12 additional items from Itanagar and Zero are also slated to be added to the GI list before September 15. The Chief Minister expressed that this milestone underscores the remarkable achievements of the state's distinctive art and craftsmanship, as well as the abundant biodiversity present in the state. In another story from Nagaland, the Pension Adalat cum medical camp for Department of Telecom and BSNL pensioners of NE2 Telecom Circle was organized by the Office of the Joint Controller of Communication Accounts, Department of Telecommunications today. Speaking at the program, Joint Controller K. Sajal stated that pension disbursement has now become online and therefore to address these issues and help the pensioners, the Adalat was organized. He hoped that the purpose of the Adalat would be fruitful. Meanwhile, a medical camp was also conducted under the Chief Medical Officer, Dimapur. It may be mentioned that the Pension Adalat is conducted quarterly in the NE2 Circle of Nagaland, Manipur and Arunachal Pradesh.
एक कलकत्ता में है, उसका सर्विस बुक शिलोंग में है। हमारा क्या सर लाइफ सर्टिफिकेट सबमिट नहीं हुआ, मैसेज किया है, मैसेज देखा।
In the US Open tennis, India's Rohan Bopanna and his Australian partner Matthew Ebden have reached the semi-final of men's doubles, beating American pair of Nathaniel Lemons and Jackson Withrow in the quarterfinal by 7-6, 6-1 in New York. The pair of Austin Krajicek of America and Ivan Todic of Croatia defeated Hugo Nice from Monaco and Zan Zielinski of Poland 6-4, 2-6, 6-3. The duo would now face France pair Nicolas Mahut and Pierre Hughes Hebert in the semi-final on Thursday. In Meghalaya, Opposition Congress expressed discontentment over the short duration of the Autumn Assembly session, which is scheduled from September 15. Congress leader and Opposition Chief Whip Saleng Sangma said that the 5-day session is too short to discuss public grievances along with other issues. He further said that issues like job reservation policy, border dispute with Assam and even matters concerning the education sector need to be discussed in detail. According to the Congress leader, the session should be at least 15 to 20 days of duration.
BAC has considered only for 5 days is very much constrained. It's not enough. At least 15 to 20 days should have been taken.
In another story from the state, the first Play to Learn Summit was organized in Shillong yesterday. The summit highlighted the crucial role of play in young children's overall development. Meghalaya has embarked on an early childhood development mission, MECDM, which is a first-of-its-kind initiative in the country. The main goal of the mission is to maximize the potential of children by providing key development support required in the critical early years, from conception to 8 years of age. Meghalaya's Social Welfare Minister Paul Lingdo said that play is meaningful. It's a pathway to nurturing young minds and building a brighter future for Meghalaya.
The essence of the mission is that we encourage the early growth of children with a special focus on their mental, physical being as the focal point of the mission.
And with that, we'll repeat the headlines once more. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to embark on a 2-day visit to Indonesia, will attend 20th ASEAN-India Summit and East Asia Summit. Union Cabinet takes key decisions including approval of scheme for viability gap funding for development of battery energy storage systems. Arunachal Legislative Assembly passes Goods and Services Tax Bill 2023. Indefinite curfew reimposed in Imphal West and Imphal East with immediate effect from yesterday evening. And in US Open tennis, India's Rohan Bopanna and Australian partner Matthew Ebden reach men's doubles semi-final. And that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.